proprie sessioni di lavoro.
Okay, thank you very much, Elena.
Thank you.
Thank you all of you for coming to this second thematic workshop. Thank you, Reggio Mondo, for the organizational work in these last 2 months. Just a few words for better focus of our work along the day. This meeting. Okay, why education in a project on renewable economics? I was the first surprised during our preparatory phase in this project about innovative local economic development to select between our main 5 sub-themes a topic on education. But the signs we were receiving from partners, some very visible and some signs not very visible from our partners, are telling to us that these cities which wanted to be which wanted to adopt the creative approach, the creative paradigm into their local economic strategies. So these cities, in one way or another, were adopting some kind of innovative ways of approaching education from the local perspective. In a very wide range of cases. For example, Givascula and Reggio Emilia were university towns, especially Givascula, which is Givascula are in the same range of Reggio Emilia in terms of population and has 2 universities, not 1, 2 universities, with a range of university institutes, very innovative. Breaking down traditional disciplinary borders, for example. Reggio Emilia, of course, is a world-class benchmark in child education. Another topic we were very interested in is how to get a university in a middle-sized town without a university, without hosting a physical building or a physical campus. So Ovidius or Homeso Basarelli in Hungary could tell us how to networking with the universities in the surrounding area of these low-density urban areas in order to get some inflow from the university system from their population. Or Misel, for example, a very small town in Romania, that were performing a very innovative kind of children class, continuing the school system outside the classroom. Okay, so that's why education reached to be one of our 5 key themes. In fact, remember that in our project we talk a lot about to create the creative ecosystem. According to Intelli, or think tank here, the creative ecosystem are composed by people, the creative entrepreneurs, the creative local people, by economic, by the creative industries, by the place, the role of place. So our motto is in this project is from creative industries to the creative place, and finally by a range of public policies trying to foster, trying to impulse this vision of creative ecosystem. Well, at the beginning we thought that the main 2 public policies converging in this task are the economic development policies and the cultural policies. But now we have entered a third key policies regarding education. So, in fact, we are not teachers, and I suppose most of us in this room, we are not pedagogists. I think we are very interested to frame education within a city model. So we are highly interested in how the local educational system could be aligned with an overall vision of the city, especially in small and middle-sized towns. This is crucial, I think. This is innovative to make this question. Okay, just a few words about the workshop. This is not an isolated meeting. This is our second of a series of 5 scheduled thematic workshops. The first one was successfully taking place in Romania in October of last year. It was our more industrial or more economic workshop devoted to shape the concept of creative economy, the creative industries. Just a question not that deals not just to create new emerging industries, but also to rethink nature or existing local industry. This one in Reggio Emilia, and hopefully we are going to organize this year 2 more workshops in Hungary and Spain about package of tools trying to attract and to retain young people and creative entrepreneurs, and also how to brand the creative place, but please not in a mere fashionable way, but as a way to rethink urban identity and so on. The second, it deals with the cultural policy, the street life, how to connect, how to blur the limits between the cultural policies and the economic development policies at local level. And finally, a very, very innovative issue, trying to think about a new generation of urban facilities, specifically devoted to creative industries and creative entrepreneurs. How will be the built environment in our cities for this kind of emergent class? Somebody call about creative class, or somebody call about innovative entrepreneurs, and so on. In fact, this is just parallel lines. The main task of each of you is to produce a local action plan, a local strategy about these issues, or a mix of these issues. But in parallel, we are performing a kind of a sort of shared learning process. And this workshop is one of the steps in this 3 years learning process. So that's the frame of our workshop. We have organized the session in 4 main working sessions. A first one devoted to creativity in the school, with Reggio Emilia as a benchmark. What's going on in Portugal in this area? As a sort of keynote speaker, we have invited to Romina Gaggia, who is one of the editors of the ultimate, very important report by European Commission about creativity in school. The second session is a must for us, but do not forget that our focus is creative industries, creative entrepreneurs, and so on. So education as a creative industry, education as a component inside these creative clusters. So we are lucky to get here Opportunity de Conto from Obidos and some Italian colleagues.